out my ball. Fall and break your head open. Yo, what is good everybody? It's Josh here and I'm back with another video. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's episode 52. Today's video is top 5 beginner scooter tricks that you can literally learn right now. I seriously think that most people could pick up a scooter and do at least one of these. What am I doing? Well, I don't know why I just started walking on this ledge, but now I'm doing it. So we're up at the skate park. We're at Jefferson Barracks Skate Park in the beautiful St. Louis, Missouri, which I will be moving out of soon. So yeah, we're up here at the skate park. There's nobody here. I'm ready to film this video for you guys. I'm assuming you clicked on this video, you are relatively a beginner, or you're just interested on what you could learn next. So we're gonna get into the list. If you guys are new to the channel, I upload plenty of other videos, like entertaining videos, all types of stuff. So go check it out. I will link a really good video up here in the cards if you guys want to go watch it. And if you really want to make my day, you can hit that subscribe button. It'll actually mean the world. But anyway, like I said, let's get right into the list. So the very first trick on the list is a basic one, but it's a fundamental one. It's the 180. Now I'm gonna do 180 and 360 in one trick, so technically you guys are getting 2 tricks today. But for each of these, I'm gonna give a little bit of a tutorial, not too in-depth, but we're gonna get through it. So first off, we have the 180. That is probably one of the first tricks you will ever learn if you begin scootering. And like I said, most people can probably do 180 in like 3 seconds. So 180 is very fundamental when it comes to airing quarters. Where's the quarter? Can't find it. Here it is. It's right there. You can do 180 bars, 180 bries, 180 whips, 180 literally anything. So I'm gonna do a quick example. It's just a 180, so I'm sure you know what it looks like. Well, so that was a 180 straight. Now 180 straights are definitely harder than doing it on like a bank or a quarter and just turning back down the ramp. What you have to remember with a 180 straight is that you're really wanting to do a full 180, land, go in fakie, and do 180 out. So it's really 2 180s. The main premises of doing a 180 is literally jumping up, looking over your shoulder, and making sure that your scooter does a full rotation. I'd say the biggest thing you can do, what I just mentioned, is looking over your shoulder where you're going. That will help you a lot when you're learning it. If you're learning 180 straight, I would suggest doing it on flat ground. And then we have the 180 on a quarter or a bank. I really suggest learning your first 180 on like a driveway or a really mellow bank of some sort, not necessarily a quarter, because quarters come a little bit after that. When it comes to a 180 on a surface where you're going to be going back down it, the main thing is just landing and not looping out, because you don't want to land level or else you're going to lean back and you're going to fall on your head. Speaking of, you can get your helmets at Dialed Scooters and BMX, my sponsor. I'll put their Instagram right here, and if you're going to go on Instagram, you might as well follow me too. I'll put that right here. Now, as you can see on some of those example tricks, I wasn't landing directly down, facing straight down the quarter. As far as number one, the first trick goes, we're gonna include 360 in this because you're gonna go from 180 to 360 pretty fast. Now, personally, how I learned my 360s is I did a 180 and then I slowly was just turning a little bit more each time. I wasn't in my head, I wasn't like I'm fully committing to a full 360. So I basically was doing 270s. And the main thing about a 360 is you wanna throw your shoulders, especially if you're learning it flat, you wanna throw your shoulder over and you wanna look as far as possible to your left or to your right, depending on which way you spin. Now, number 2 on my list today is a feeble grind, feeble stall, as well as just combining it with like Smiths and back lips or front lips. Starting off with the feeble, you just kind of want to lock into it, which means you're going to have your back wheel against the coping and you're going to have a nice firm lock on the quarter pipe so that you're not wonky on it and moving around. You don't want that. You kind of just want to, whenever you're going to turn into the feeble, you're going to want to really force your back wheel into it and just kind of like, you know what I mean? I don't know if that sound made any sense, but you want to have your wheel parallel with the coping so that it can slide along with the coping in whatever direction you want to go. And you want to just maintain your balance. Make sure that you're, you know, flat. You're not leaning into the quarter too much when you do it. You're not leaning out of the quarter so you fall out of it. You want to just be just in that right zone to where you can jump in or out whichever way you want to go at. Now, after that is a Smith. I think you should learn them in these order, where you go a feeble, then you learn a Smith, then you learn a back lip. A Smith is opposite of a feeble, where your front wheel is the one locked. And these are harder to grind just because you have less deck space on the coping, and so it's harder to slide. But you just want to have your front wheel locked into the coping, just like you would have your back wheel locked into a coping on the feeble. And like I said, you want to maintain your balance. You want to try to keep your back wheel parallel with the coping as much as possible. Now, it's a little bit harder because you can't turn it, but you'll get the hang of it. Stalling and grinding is just something it takes a lot of time to master. The main thing with any of these tricks is just sticking to it and making sure that you practice them. You never want to get discouraged. You never want to give up on a trick. You always just want to keep going because it might just take a little bit for you. And then finally, we have the back lip or the front lip. Personally, I'm more comfortable with backflips. This is basically where your deck is on the coping. Neither of your wheels are touching the bottom or the top of the quarter, whatever it may be. And it's just your deck, just a small area of your deck touching the coping. Now, a lot of people do back lip slides, front lip slides, or even feeble slides and Smith slides, grinds, slides, whatever, same thing. But this one takes a lot more practice than the feeble and the Smith. This one is gonna be harder for sure. And the main thing you wanna do is just make sure you're not leaning too far back, because then you're gonna come out of it and it's not gonna look good, and not leaning too far forward because you could fall and break your head open. If you guys have made it this far in the video and you're enjoying it, or you wanna check out my other videos, go ahead. I'll put one up here. The videos are really good. Here's an example. Just the channel might change a little bit. I have permanently sensitive nipples. If we could get 50 likes on this, scooter rider British Lewis here will literally do a backflip on the bike.
I don't even smoke weed.
And hit that subscribe button if you want to help me out. Make my dreams come true. Maybe I could get to 1 million subscribers next week. Maybe, I don't know. All right, so on to number 3. Tres, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, 3. So number 3 is going to be a tail whip. I'm not gonna be going too far in depth because I did make a whole video dedicated to how to learn a tail whip on my channel. I'll put it up here in the cards. Go check it out. It's a really, really good video, especially if you need extra help with the tail whip. But I'm gonna go over the basics of it and I'll do some tricks. Most of you know the tail whip is one of the most well-known tricks on the scooter. The basics of a tail whip is you want to use whichever foot you feel comfortable, no matter if you're goofy, regular, you can use your front foot or your back foot to throw the whip. Personally, I use my front foot, but most people use their back foot. It really just depends. One of the biggest tips I've given people when they want to learn how to do a tail whip is to put your toes around the edge of the deck so that you can really get a feel for where it is and you can throw it as fast as possible. You really want to scoop your foot, flick your toes, whatever you might want to call it, to get that deck all the way around. Now with the singular tail whip, it's not a big deal to know the arm motion, which I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, where you spin the deck around really, really, really fast. You don't really need to know that for a singular tail whip, but I really suggest learning it because you're gonna need it for doubles, triples, quads, 6, 7. Wait, I skipped 5. Oops. Anyway, so, and then the main thing that I can give for a tail whip is just committing. I really, really took a long time to learn a tail whip because I was so scared to commit to it. I thought I was gonna fall. I was a different guy back then, 5 years ago. Woo-wee. Anyway, so like I said, if you guys wanna go check out how to do a tail whip in depth, I put the link in the cards up there. So if you guys wanna go check it out. Trick number 4 is gonna be the bar spin. I know you guys saw it coming. Tail whip, bar spin, 180. Bar spin is one of the most fundamental tricks as well, just like all the other ones that we've been talking about. Now, like I did for the tail whip, I did do another separate tutorial on how to do a bar spin. I'll put it up here in the cards. That's also a great video, and I go really in depth about how to learn the hand motion, which is the thing that most people struggle on. You want to really practice the hand motion as much as possible so that you can do it with ease while you're in the air. And another big thing is just keeping your feet on, not letting the scooter fall from below you, because you don't want to get too focused on the motion to where you're going to lose the scooter midair and it's just going to go flying. Because I see a lot of kids do that at the skate park. Focus on keeping the scooter with you, and if you have the motion for the bar spin down, you will be able to throw it with ease, and I promise it's going to get easier. So just like with all the other tricks on this beginner scooter trick list, they're very versatile, they're very fundamental, and you can combine them with literally anything. As you saw, I did a bar, whip, and whip bar. I'm assuming if you guys are watching this video, you're new to scootering and you want to learn some new stuff, or just learn the basics. I have a few videos like how to dial your scooter on my channel and a bunch of other tutorials. Put the how to dial your scooter up in the cards. It's really, really good to watch early on, just so that you know exactly how to get your scooter tight and exactly how to put it together, because you don't want to mess that stuff up because you could break a really expensive scooter that way. I'm calling my friend Christian from Massachusetts because I actually don't know what I want my last trick to be, the number 5 trick on the list. So hopefully he picks up because he's always wanted to be in the videos, and if he doesn't, Christian, I know you're watching this. Shame on you for not answering. Look at this boy.
I'm eating Rice Krispie treats.
They're eating Rice Krispie treats, man? Okay, so, I don't know, they can't see you, bro, it's too dark. Turn the light on, darn it! Okay, there you go. He's eating a Rice Krispie treat. So Christian, we have a predicament, okay? Basically, today I'm filming a top 5 beginner scooter tricks, and I can't figure out what I want the last trick to be. Right now I have, and I need one more for the video. Do you have any ideas? Like
rewind.
No, we're talking beginner, bro.
Would it be a good easy trick?
I don't know, that's what I'm asking you.
T-bog or like deck tap.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, I'll do that. So number 5 is gonna be a T-bog deck tap type thing. I don't know exactly what it's gonna be yet. Christian, before you go, do you have any tips for beginner scooter riders that want to learn how to do stuff on their scooter?
Consistency is key.
And practice.
Consistency.
Yep, consistency. And don't let yourself get discouraged when you can't land something, right, Christian?
Yeah!
Yeah! All right, see ya, bro. Did you watch my new video?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Told you guys, go watch it. I'll put it up in the cards. Okay, bye. Rice Krispie treat!
Rice Krispie treat!
See ya, bro. All right, so you heard it here first, everybody. We're gonna be doing a deck tap T-bog type thing. Probably just a deck tap, because a T-bog is a little bit harder than a deck tap. So with a deck tap, you really just wanna bend down, like just squat kind of while you're on your scooter midair, and tap the deck. Now deck taps can turn into a lot of different other types of tricks. Again, deck taps aren't as fundamental as the other ones, but they're still really basic and they're really, really good to learn early on. You can turn them into T-bogs, Benihanas, can grabs. I don't even know if that's a trick. You can do plenty of different things with them. You can do like bar, T-bog, whip, T-bog, T-bog, whip, T-bog, everything. Today I'm just gonna be doing a deck tap though, not a T-bog, because learning a deck tap is easier than a T-bog. Switching angles, because realistically you want to use your hand on whichever side your toes are going to be. You want to grab where your toes are, it just looks better. But you can learn it any way you want. Whoa! Alright, so that is going to be it for today's video, guys. Hopefully I did just enough tutorials so you guys can go learn them on your own. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button right down below and hit the like button. Oh wait, it's not up there, it's down here. See you guys next time.